Hello, I'm Scotty. You're not. And we are talking about Sleepy Hollow. Yes. No, not the Disney movie. No, not the TV series from in the 20 teens from Fox. No, we are talking about the 1999 Tim Burton film Sleepy Hollow, starring Johnny Depp, Christina Ricci, Casper Van Dien, sort of Christopher Walken. Yes, Michael Gambon, a lot of rich people. Michael Gambon, Richard Griffiths, uh, 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 Goff, Go- Michael Goff, Alfred from um, uh, Tim Burton's Batman, Miranda Richardson. Yeah. So I am a fan of the Sleepy Hollow story. I'm a fan of the story. I grew up with a Disney cartoon. I watched the Hollow, which was a made-for-TV sequel to the story with the descendant of Ichabod Crane fighting the Horseman in then modern day Sleepy Hollow, and then I was a fan of the TV show in the 20 teens uh, with Ichabod Crane in the also then modern world, helping to solve crimes and stop the Headless Horseman and other creatures eventually. So yeah, other creatures sort of. But yeah. Uh, and upon watching this, it feels like the Fox show took a lot from this. Uh, Now, I didn't realize that the Hessian lore came from the original story because the Disney version was all I went by and they didn't mention it there. They're not going to mention German soldiers in a Disney film, and they don't mention it in the Hollow either, so I didn't know. I thought that was made up for that and then for this, but I looked that up. It's in the original story. He's a Hessian, if you don't know, is a German soldier who died in World War One, or no, in the Revolutionary War, because that makes more sense. Died in the Revolutionary War, and the TV show, the Fox TV show, actually changed when things took place, and actually Crane was in the Revolutionary War fighting this thing. I also went one step beyond in that version. Spoilers for the TV show, and the character of Brom Bones or Abraham von Brunt was fused with the Horseman. He was the Horseman in that version. In this version, there's two different characters. You know, I only knew Johnny Depp and Christina Ricci were in this movie, and Christopher Walken, but he's barely. Christopher Walken is kind of wasted for the part that he gets. It's a flashback. That's it. Maybe one little part when he gets his head back, but I don't know. He's barely in this. Which might be fine because Ichabod Crane, I'm gonna take your head off. It's gonna hurt. Oh yeah. It's gonna hurt. Take it off. Take it all off. Can you imagine? I got an axe. You cut his when someone gets their head cut off. I wish I could do that meme of Walken from SNL. Every time he cuts someone's head off, you just cut to that. Ouch! Him doing that. Ouch! Yeah. In this version, Ichabod Crane is not a school teacher. The original story, okay? Ichabod is a school teacher. He's a new school teacher in Sleepy Hollow. He has a thing for Katrina Van Tassel, but Brom Bones doesn't like that. So he tells him the story of the Headless Horseman in Sleepy Hollow. And that night, Ichabod has an encounter with the Headless Horseman. And it's left up to interpretation what happened. Did the Headless Horseman kill him and take him away? Was he chased out? Was it actually Brom Bones that was the Headless Horseman? As people have often surmised it is. Brom Bones, who just scared him away, and Ichabod left too scared to stay. Who knows? But the lore changes up, given the creative. The art of the creating art. Whoever the artist created, whatever. Yeah. It's your right to change however you want. In this version, Ichabod Crane, played by Johnny Depp, is an officer of the law. He's a cop. He's a policeman. Constable, as they call him. I also find it weird, and I guess it would take a while for things to change, but this says it takes place in 1799. They talk about the millennium being upon them, which... Is that how it works? Every time every time that 1,000 years comes along, it's just a millennium? I thought 2000 was a new millennium. Like, it's like... Well, I guess it would be the... No, it's not really. It's 100 years. That because they're saying, 1800 or 1799. We're going to be in the 19th century. But that doesn't mean millennium, though. It'll just be 1800. So I don't know. Anyway, and he's annoying the other policeman because he wants to do forensics to make sure that who they're getting. That makes me question, what were the practices before they had forensics? He did it, throw him away, throw him in jail, hang him. How did they prove it was that person back then? He wants to do forensics and they just want to lock people up, which is not the right way to go around it. And Judge Christopher Lee has had enough of this and sends him to Sleepy Hollow to save the murder mystery. Like, the beginning of this movie is actually, who is it? Frank Langella. No, Martin Landau. I don't know how I get those messed up. Martin Landau getting his head cut off. Martin Landau was previously in Ed Wood as Bela Lugosi, so maybe that's why I messed it up. Dracula sort of thing. He wasn't really Dracula, you know what I mean? But anyway, Martin Landau was Geppetto, but so was Drew Carey, so that doesn't really mean much. And Tom Hanks. Anyway. So he is sent to Sleepy Hollow to investigate the murders. Now, I was surprised that they get there. They're like, oh, it's the Headless Horseman. They tell the story of it. And the Headless Horseman, he was a Hessian. He has head cut off during the Revolutionary War. Now he has this supernatural power and he's cutting people's heads off. I was like, wow. Okay, I didn't realize they were going to... I thought he was going to find it out and try to tell him and no one believe him. But it's the opposite. Everyone in town is saying he's the Headless Horseman, and he doesn't believe it. He's like, no such thing. We do find out flashbacks, which you could take them or leave them. It's like there's flashbacks of his mother was into witchcraft, and his father hated it, and had her burned at the stake or something for being a witch, for all that, you know. And then he meets Katrina Von Tassel, Christina Ricci, who he has no chemistry with. I mean, it would help if she gave a crap about doing anything, but she can't put, oh, you must be Ichabod Crane. She can't even put any effort into an accent. I don't think so anyway, because sometimes she's doing one or trying to do one, and sometimes she's not. When she introduced, oh, you must be Ichabod Crane. I'm Katrina Van Tassel, another one. Do you think my father is behind this? Now she's doing an accent? What? And Casper Van Dien. Brom Bones is such a big character in the original film, or in the original story, that here he's just jealous, gets his head cut off because he saw the horseman kill someone else. And it's like, he was the main antagonist of the story, right? They did much better with him in the Sleepy Hollow. He was the Headless Horseman in that one. He was the main antagonist of the story. If you believe if you go with the theory that there was never a horseman and Brom Bones was the one that chased him out, here he's just sort of wasted. And Casper Van Dien at that, who gained a little muscle weight to play this role. He doesn't do much, right? You have all these British actors who are very good at their lines, but they're getting just killed off one by one. Richard Griffiths, gone. Michael Gough, gone. They're just killing off these British dudes. And his women, and a midwife who was pregnant. I guess that's leads into there. Was it supposed to be that Van Tassel impregnated her? And that's why, because at one point it's revealed they think that Van Tassel is the one controlling the horseman with the head, because he digs up. They say they can control the horseman with the head, so Crane digs up the grave and finds there's no head, so he thinks that Balkis Van Tassel is the one controlling the horseman. But then the horseman comes after him, which, and so everyone hides in a church, so they're protected in a church, I guess, which is supposed to be this version of the bridge thing, because I don't know. And then so then the horseman just spears him through the window, which I think is cheating. If he can't go in, his weapon shouldn't be able to go in either. But he's dead. So then he thinks Katrina is the one in charge of the horse, because he sees an insignia thing. The horseman and the horse. The horseman. Just the horse. No, you're not keeping the horse. I'll let you keep Mickey. Now, come on. No, controlling the horseman, because he finds some weird insignia drawn. Later he finds out it's a protection insignia, not an evil one. And it's revealed that Katrina's stepmother, long thought dead, is the one doing it because she wants revenge for something. They took her money and she wanted it back, basically. That's what it is. There's also this little boy that follows Ichabod Crane around. I don't know what that was about. He just does, like an assistant. I don't know. Was he really needed, though? I don't know. I don't remember a little boy in the original story or any other versions. I don't know. What was Stacy Keach's name in the Hollow? Is I don't remember. Hey, teacher. I was trying to think of who that could be, but I don't know. Well, yeah, in this version, there is no chasing the horseman away or running away or the bridge. They take him out. What sort of take him out? What happens is they give the head back. They give the head back to him, and as revenge, he kills the evil stepmother. Yeah. And then so it's implied that Ichabod and Katrina are gonna go back to New York. By the way, that's what I was talking about. We start off in New York, 1799. Everyone's talking with British accents. This is 24 years after the independence of America, and yet everyone's still talking with British accents. You think there would be some people there with American accents, but no, everyone's British. Still wearing a wig. And independence already happens. Maybe 24 years isn't long enough for things to change yet. I don't know. But, yeah. Well, everyone in this movie does a British accent, except for Christina Ricci half the time. But because everyone is British, her dad is very British, and she comes in. Oh, you must be Ichabod Crane, and I'm like, she didn't even try to do an accent, did she? And then later she is trying. So maybe those scenes were filmed first, and they're like, try to do an accent, and Tim Burton went, nah, just speak regular. So that intro scene, she didn't have one because he told her to speak. I don't know. I will tell you, the visuals in this are very good. It's very Tim Burton. This is one of the Tim Burton movies, and many of them I have not seen yet. And I really enjoyed it. It had that atmosphere. Danny Elfman score. This is before he started repeating himself, so it's pretty good here. And just visuals. Ian McDiarmid. That's right. Ian McDiarmid is in this. Emperor Palpatine. And apparently, he this is when he was also shooting Phantom Menace. And he liked this production better because they used real sets and they were in a giant ass blue room the whole time. Like the Star Wars movies. And Marvel, apparently. Why can't they just do... They went from Deadpool and Wolverine just doing stuff with practical sets to, we'll just go back to doing it in a room. I'll never learn. But yeah, I enjoyed this. I enjoyed it very much. For being one of those that I saw commercials back then and went, this doesn't look like... I like the Sleepy Hollow story, but even this was like, I don't know. You know? But, to my surprise, I thought it was pretty good. This is not the last Tim Burton movie I have on this list. I have another Tim Burton movie in the same one. Paramount Plus. So maybe we'll get that. Alright, so as I'm scratching them off, I will still count the numbers. So we'll roll on first. 2. AMC Plus. 8. Spookies. Gotta say it like that because James A. Janice said it like that. Spookies. I like saying it like that. So it's Spookies is next. So, if you wonder what that black thing is on the side there, it's my sweatshirt, my hoodie. I'm hanging it there for now. So it's not like, oh my god, some of the screen's coming off. No, it's just it's my hoodie. So, what are your thoughts on Sleepy Hollow? Leave a comment below. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you for watching. I'm the Sky, and I'll see you in the next one.